What do you think the biggest risk is to the United Kingdom, to America, to Canada? Like either an individual country, individual nation state, or organized terrorism or technology in general. What do you think we should have our smartest minds looking at right now?
Well, first of all, our national mindsets. I'm fed up in the United Kingdom of people being ashamed to be British and being perpetually apologising for our beliefs, our religions, our traditions. That's stage one. I want that corrected, and I want it corrected quickly. And stage two is really pretty obvious. Based on the scale of attacks, it's got to be cyber, it's got to be electronics, it's got to be critical infrastructure. If a hostile state is successful in closing down our water plants, we've got one hell of an issue to deal with domestically. Same is true of cellular communications. If they shut that down, we all grind to a halt. I live my life on my phone. If that stops, I've got a serious issue. So we've got to create barriers to protect our critical infrastructure in our home nation. And that is just a variation on the mantra, protect our borders. That's what we're doing. We're putting a ring around our borders where, please God, everything we have becomes impenetrable. That has to be the game.
Can you trust leaders to protect us if we can't trust them to protect our culture or to not hate ourselves?
No, I don't think you can. And again, everything becomes cyclical. You've seen it in North America, Mike, where the pendulum swings left, the pendulum swings right. Ideally, you want to be somewhere in the middle, but if you go too far one way, it's going to swing back the other. And I'm seeing it in the United Kingdom, I'm seeing it in Germany, and look at the chaos politically in France at the moment. They have a new prime minister about every 25 minutes at the moment. There is complete political discourse. What I find fascinating is watching your government in operation, where it's in the UK, we would call it Marmite. You either love it or you hate it. I'm fascinated by it because it's effective, and I'm curious to see how that spills into other cultures. In the UK, there was an opinion poll this week. There's a party which I doubt many North Americans or Canadians have heard of called Reform. Reform did not exist 7, 8, 10 years ago. It's a new party that's appeared. It's now saying it will be the biggest majority government if an election was called today, and it is to the right of the Conservatives. So we are swinging from our current socialist left. The populace is saying you're taking it too far. Now we're going way to the right. It's incredibly unstable. Answer to your question, no, I don't trust leaders. The people give direction, and some leaders, and again I point at you, Mike, some leaders have been brave enough to say to other leaders, you're not paying your way in your defence, and unless you do, I as Big Brother am pulling back. And that's really focused people's minds in the West, where some countries have not been putting their correct proportion of GDP into defence, but they'll be very happy to spend it on a flower parade or some hipster event. We need to, as a coalition of mindsets, of beliefs, of moral conduct, we need to create an impenetrable barrier to technology and avert warfare from people that would do us harm.
Yeah, it's time to export our values and our ideas and our collective mission for humanity to others and let them rebuild themselves from the inside based upon these seeds that we're planting rather than these mind viruses that are designed to divide and distance us and scatter us from one another.
Yeah. And shame in your nation state, which is often supported, certainly in our country at the moment. The government is perpetually ashamed of the fact it's the government of the United Kingdom because, the past of Great Britain and, the people who are swinging to the right. Don't ever do that. You've got one job, and that is to protect these people. So forget your left-wing ideologies that you had at university. Forget all that. You've got a primary duty, protect the people, protect the borders. And that's gone by the by. It's been ignored for a long time now, especially in Europe.